Hi, hello, welcome guys. Welcome to the live stream. This is 10,000K subscribers. We hit 10,000K subscribers. That's unbelievable. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what's going to happen with my YouTube channel in the future. So since we hit 10,000K subscribers, I'm going to tell you guys what's going to happen. So my plan is for my YouTube channel is I want to do a lot more different things with my YouTube channel. I just got into this band named Little Mix, thanks to my good friend Lucy, who I'll talk a little bit later in this live stream. And I also want to tell you guys I will be reviewing something that I purchased. And I'm sorry my face looks like this because I break out. And this is what has happened. When I'm stressed or you know, about things, I tend to break out, and so that's all right. I mean, I try to wash my face as much as possible. But yeah. So let's, so also 10,000 subscribers. That's a lot. So I mean, when I first started my channel, I had no clue that I was going to hit 10,000, subscribers. To me, that didn't even seem possible. I mean, when I hit my 1,000, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, okay, I hit 1,000 subscribers. What's next? And as soon, months and months went by, I started to notice that all of my views started to go, like, subscriber count started to go up and up and up. And without you guys, I wouldn't have made it here to where I am today. I also wanted to let you guys know that, I am working on getting a job for myself. Just need to find some work around where I live. So, depending on how that. Hi, Lacey. I was waiting for you to show up. Above me, that's my family. I live in a really closed. My house is really small, so you might hear things on my mic, like my niece running around and screaming, and my parents interacting with her. So that's going to happen. So if you hear that, just ignore it. I'm sorry if I don't seem really in the mood. I just woke up, and I just want to get this live stream done for you guys, because you guys made this all possible. I'm not really, depending on how this live stream goes, I might do another one. I might not. It all depends. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have any big plans. Also, in terms of plans for the future for my YouTube channel, I also wanted to I want to do dancing videos. I tried doing dancing videos before, and being a perfectionist that I am, I was never pleased with. I know I'm on 1,000. I know I'm on 11K subscribers, which was very surprising to me. But getting past 10,000 was something I never thought would happen. It just happened so quickly, and my subscriber count has been going. Excuse me. has been going through the roof. What, as I was saying, I want to do dancing videos. I've tried doing dancing videos before, you know, but I wasn't really pleased with what I saw when I came home from the dance studio that I was at. Um, and so, I mean, I'm really dying to get back in the studio again and film a couple of dance videos. And then I will probably upload them when I hit like 20,000 subscribers or 15,000. I don't know. We'll see what happens. How has my experience been on YouTube since I created my channel? Well, it's been really good. I mean, YouTube has been, I didn't really think, as I've said before at the beginning of this live stream, as I've said at the beginning of this live stream, I didn't really think that, I would get to this, amount of subscribers. It's to me, that's unbelievable. But yeah, dancing videos is something I work on, and I probably said this before, when I started my live stream, but I am going to be also purchasing. Oh, hello. I'm also going to be. I purchased something online, and it's doesn't really have to do anything with Michael Jackson. It's a movie franchise I'm into, and it was really expensive. So I'm going to do a unboxing review on that when it comes in, and it's going to probably take 4 to 8 weeks because this is something that's being built for me. It's not another Freddy Krueger glove. It's not a Freddy glove. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, I mean that's something I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm hoping to be doing when that item comes in the mail. What else? Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I forgot. I forget. Did I mention the job thing? Oh yeah, I probably didn't mention that. But yeah, when I get, I'm currently looking for jobs around where I live, and so I mean, I may not have a lot of time on my YouTube channel as I would like to. It depends on what my schedule would be if I ever get a job. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, I might not post as much. I try to post once every 2 weeks, and I will try to. For now on, I will try to upload as more videos as possible because I still have a whole file on my computer that's full of videos that I have literally made. And I just got done this morning 2 other videos I just made. And those are going to be added. And I'm also thinking about doing a Google Drive because I've had a problem in the past. Somebody suggested this to me to open up a Google Drive for all of my copyrighted, videos. So what will happen is I will post a very, very short clip of what the video is going to look like. And then you guys, what's your goal from uploading your videos? My goal for uploading videos is just to expand my YouTube channel. I mean, I really want to do a lot more different things. I just don't, I don't want, I am going to be still doing Michael Jackson videos. I'm not going to stop doing those, but I want to do more videos. I want to try doing like videos around like Little Mix, videos around stuff that I review. I mean, a couple of dancing videos, all that kind of jazz. And I'll probably start doing vlogs. I'll probably start doing vlogs. I'm not really sure about it. but I mean, I'll definitely like I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about doing the vlogs, but to me, it's vlogs start with vlogs. I don't know. I mean, vlogs are really. I'm a really awkward person. I'm very, very awkward, and I don't see myself as good looking. I mean, I don't. I'm not the best good looking person. Um, so I'm really self conscious. Like I'm really like hesitant with doing vlogs and um, doing that kind of thing because I mean, depending on it, I just have a lot of insecurities, um, especially with this going on, like with my acne and everything. Um, I mean, with my acne and stuff, my acne is like I break out from time to time, and um, I do use acne products, but you know I mean, I did try acne products before, and I just wasn't comfortable with those products because I'm thinking after like 1 or 2 sessions of using the acne product that all my acne would be gone. No, you have to use it daily, and I tend to forget a lot of things. So, and especially with a routine like with acne care, like I can't. I mean, I don't really keep up with it. Um, so I tend to forget on it. Yeah, and it's it. It may seem that I'm lazy, but it happens. I mean, I'm just not very. Yeah, I'm. I am. I do shower, brush my teeth. I mean, get clean clothes on. I mean, I am hygienic, so I'm not going to say that I don't. I mean, I do all that kind of stuff. It just reminds me of. Speaking of hygienic, it just reminds me of that clip where um, Jade from Little Mix was like saying, "Oh, not the foof." So, um, well, you'll see what I mean. I'm currently working on pulling videos together for my favorite Little Mix moments from their interviews, and what's really funny is when I can't sleep, I always find myself watching like, their interviews. Like I mean, and I don't really have a favorite interview of mine. I don't really have a really favorite at all, in terms of interviews, with them. But yeah, I will, definitely trying to post some Little Mix videos for you guys. And if you guys don't really watch them, I mean, I will do them. I mean, it's just, as I've said, I'm trying to do different things as possible. What else? What else? Well, there is something that was on my mind, but it's escaped me at the moment. For some reason, it's reading too. I had Facebook acne. Let's try for it. I used to wear to school. Well, I don't even wear makeup. I mean, so I feel you on that, Lucy, with the whole, I feel you on that. Yeah, I will be doing Little Mix videos. I will try to do like 1 or 2 Little Mix videos and see if people enjoy it, and if people do, I will do more videos surrounding them. So, also I want to talk about a little bit more about my experience with YouTube. The thing is, I never thought that YouTube would be a place where you can meet people. I never expected that, and mostly I meet people through my social media accounts. I usually meet people through my Facebook, my Snapchat, or my Twitter, or my Instagram. I I I will not All right, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't give out my Snapchat because it's kind of a personal thing. I only let people who are like close friends of mine, you know, people I went to school with, family, close friends. Those are the people I give my Snapchat out to. I mean, I will get the only things and also my Facebook. If someone has Facebook, and I consider them a close friend, I will give them my Facebook, and they can send me a friend request on that platform. The only platforms I do give out on as you've seen in my many descriptions of my videos, is only my Twitter and my Instagram. Those are the only two social media accounts that I let people, get updates on what videos I'll be uploading and stuff, and also see what interests I'm into and everything. So that's very much, and that's basically it. That's probably much better. Also, I just wanted to, tell you guys that as speaking of meeting people, I hear myself rambling, but once a thought pops in my head, I have to say it. I'm not trying to ramble. I don't like to ramble as much, so I try to stay on topic as much as possible. So as far as my experiences with, giving information on YouTube, that's fine. I don't expect everyone to, I haven't really seen anyone follow me like on my Twitter or on my Twitter or Instagram, because I do put them in the description, but it's getting to the point where I might just remove my social media from my videos because no one's really going on there and following me, and I don't expect people to follow me. I'm just putting it in there if people want to, but I haven't really seen anything. No one's really came to me and said, oh, is this September Productions? I've never really seen any of that. So I will leave my social media accounts in the description for now a little bit, and just to see what happens. And if I will keep my social media accounts in the description for a little bit, just a little bit. Because you guys need to know like what's going on in my life, and what I'm doing, what my interests are and everything. So yeah, I also want to, as far as meeting people on YouTube, I had, oh, this is gonna be so embarrassing. A lot of people know that when I started, I don't know if it was Instagram, whether it was always keep, and I will. As far as meeting people on YouTube, I've only met one person on this platform. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've met a lot of people on the platform, but a lot, people that I've been really close with. So this person, came, I would say, like just as a miracle, as like just a gift, a blessing. And when people come in my life, when people come in my life, I don't know if they're gonna stay. And I've had a lot of people in the past who I've met, who I've considered friends, and they've backstabbed me and they left, and that was hard. But now I'm starting to, as people come into my, I'm starting to, really, as I meet people, I consider them. I'm starting to consider those people, blessings, and how, people, if there's not really a lot of good people in this world, and I've always known that, So, but there was this, I've met very few people in my life, and very few that I meet on platforms, whatever, are very close friends to me. But when I started, I was last September, I was on my YouTube channel and I came across this wonderful, amazing, kind spirited, beautiful young woman. And, she, in that person, she does Michael Jackson videos. And I was like, oh, I'm like, this girl's really, funny. She's, she's a very bubbly personality. So, I did something for her, and, she saw my videos, and, this is, I'll just keep going what I'm going to say. And ever since, we've been very close friends. I mean, and I'm grateful for her. And this person is none other than Lucy. Lucy Universe. I mean, she's really changed my life. I feel that she's changed my life as a whole. She's always been my number one supporter, and she, has always, pushed me to do better. She's always believed in me, through thick and thin. And, she's, I kind of, she, I adore, every little thing about her. I mean, I love the long distance friendship that we have, and, that will always stay with me. I've said to her before, I've said to you, Luce, because I know you're probably watching this, but I mean, I've said to you before that you will always share a part, and you will always share a piece of my heart. And I mean, I appreciate everything you do. I mean, whether it being small or big, it's everything in between. And I'm trying to keep it, I don't want to say too much where you feel uncomfortable, but I mean, that you're always appreciated by me, and no matter what, you will always be my friend through thick and thin. Because I gotta tell you something, because Lucy, when I before I even, met you, I was on the verge of quitting. And because I met you, I mean, you're the reason why I never stopped. I mean, you are the inspiration and motivation to me, and not just you, but everyone else who, who supports my channel. Like, it really does. You really mean a lot. So if I could, as I've said this before, I mean, probably I've said it before, but if I could, I would probably if I could walk 1,000 miles just to give you the most biggest hug as possible, I would. But I mean, that's just, hypothetically saying. But I mean, yeah, but enough of, with me talking about you and making you feel comfortable or whatever. Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, I mean, my YouTube channel has really taken off, and there's so much I have in store. Not just little videos, not just the small things. I do want to do bigger projects. I mean, I mean, I do want to do more with my YouTube channel, but I mean, it all depends on, money wise. It's everything is money wise. So, so everything's money wise. Everything will always. It's all money wise. Um, yeah, basically, I mean, I don't really know what else to say except tell you guys. I mean, I'm thankful for everything you guys have done. I mean, you guys have viewed my videos, probably shared them. Um, and I mean, I couldn't be more grateful for like all of you. And yes, I do give credit. I will agree with you on that, Lucy. You're the reason why you're 6. Yes, I may be behind. I may have, worked, my ass off. I may have worked my ass off to get where I am now, but I can't really take all credit because I can't really take all the credit. I can't. I mean, you guys have made this possible. I'm really thankful for it. I really am. So, I mean, there's still more that I want to do with my channel. I still want to do, a lot more bigger things, and hopefully much bigger things. It depends on, everything money wise. I mean, I can't, I would like to do, I was kind of thinking doing a fan film for my channel, but I mean, I need like equipment, I need like camera equipment, lighting equipment, and people who are willing to be in it. Doing a fan film, it's not Michael Jackson. It involves something doing with horror movies, and I want to do like a horror, like kind of like short film. But that's just a dream, and it may or may not happen. It all depends on whether I have the money to do it. But I mean, I don't really have a green screen. Um, I don't have a green screen. I really don't have a green screen. I gotta be honest with you. I don't have any of that stuff. I mean, I don't have a green screen at all. Um, so just start doing it. It is a dream because I'm not the best, film editor, and I have a few connections through friends I have here who actually uh, would be able to do the sound effects and would be able to do Candy Green. Well, I mean, I am thinking about. I am thinking about doing the whole. I am thinking about doing the. Yeah, I am thinking about doing the fan film, but I mean, it all depends. I mean, it all depends on what I want to do. And oh yeah, I also wanted to share. I before I even end the live stream, I wanted to talk about my trip in Chicago. How did my trip in Chicago? So I, for those of you who probably noticed, I wasn't posting a lot of videos. I didn't really post a video. I haven't posted really. I think the week before. So, well, we'll get to that in a second. Well, before I left Chicago, I posted a video, um, for you guys to watch while I, while I was gone, and I basically, you know, I went out to Chicago to visit my grandmother, and I spent 2 weeks with her, and we did a lot of stuff. So I didn't really have time to. I mean, I have a desktop. What you guys are watching on. What I'm filming from right now is my desktop. I don't have a laptop. Um, I spend a lot of money on getting an Apple desktop, which is what I have now. Um, yeah, so an Apple, this Apple desktop, I can't. I mean, I thought about bringing it, but it's just there's just so much. It's so big, and I mean, and there's a lot that would have to. I mean, I have a suitcase, but my suitcase wasn't that really big, so I didn't really think it would. I just thought, to myself, it's not going to fit. Depending, I I can guarantee you this: when I go, on vacation, whether it be going to the shore or whether it be going to another city, I always pack I always pack like an apocalypse is going to happen. Like I pack all of my clothes. I pack lots of t-shirts. I pack a lot of my shorts and pants. I bring my phone. I bring my charger with. I bring my phone charger with me. And that's it. I mean, I don't really bring a lot of. I mean, I don't really bring a lot of personal items with me. But yeah, when I go, out, to a different city or whatever, I always make sure I have a lot of stuff because you never know what could happen. Um, yeah, but when I went out to Chicago, I visited my grandmother, and we went mini golfing, we went go kart racing, we went to the movies. We went out to eat a lot. We went out to eat, ice cream and like fast food places. I love fast food. I cannot. I eat everything else. Same, which is basically what I do, Lucy. Is basically that's what I do. Is I pack a lot of my, I pack a lot of my items. I pack a lot of stuff. I really do. I pack like a whole ton of stuff. Like I pack like everything, with me. You know, I also bring my toothbrush and like what's really weird is because like certain sprays like this, like I can't, put that in my carry-on or in my luggage at all because I mean they only allow like a certain amount of like liquid. They only amount like a what's the phrase I'm looking for? They don't, a certain size, I would say, in terms of liquid. But I mean, I mostly brought the only things I brought with me were like my deodorants. Those are the only things I probably brought with me, to Chicago. And I brought shampoo too. Oh, but the problem is it was really hot out there and it had actually melted, like not like the bottle itself, like everything, like, you know, the shampoo itself and the inside like melted and it was like watery. And basically, I didn't really use that shampoo when I was when I was at my grandmother's. Um, yeah, when I was at my grandma's, I did a lot of things. Not only the small stuff. I went and saw my family. I have, I don't like to say it, but I mean, and I don't try to give a lot of personal information about my family in terms of what's going on with my family. I mean, I tried to keep my private. I want you guys to know, you know, what my personal life is like. But I mean, my parent, my mom and my biological father they're divorced. So I don't really see my dad a lot, and I don't really like talk about my dad, my biological father, because it's complicated, And I just want to tell you guys that right now. I will just let you guys know that, you know, my relationship with my biological father is very complicated. You know, I basically, when I went out there to spend time with my grandmom and also see my grandfather on my dad's side. On my dad's side, my grandfather on my dad's side has always been a part of my life. Um, my grandfather on my mom's side, my mom's side of the family, he recently passed away, the grandfather on my mom's side, and he was also. I basically have two grandfathers. Um, but I went to see my grandfather on my dad's side, and he's just getting to that age where he's just not doing well, and you know I wanted to. I said to myself, what if something happens? What if I come back? What if I come back, home, and something happens? Um, something that happens where I find out he gets hurt and he's in the hospital, and or something happens where he passes away, and I didn't see him, and that was something I would have to live with that for the rest of my life, knowing I didn't get to see him that one last time. And I always think to myself, everything, the people around you are precious, and if something can happen to one of them, if it doesn't matter, if they're, I mean, what I'm trying to say is just be there for the people while you can, because you never know if something will happen. And I was able to see my grandfather, and he's in his late 80s, so and he lives alone. My grand, I actually have I actually have two grandmothers. Actually, I have two, grandmothers. You know, the one that I saw when I was out in Chicago was my mom's my mom's mom. Um, and the grandmother on my dad's side, um, she passed away when I was like 3 years old. So when I was up with him, he took me. I wasn't by myself. I should have mentioned before that I was with my younger brother. We went and saw where where my dad's father's wife was buried. You know, her name was Martha, and she was like 3 years. She adored us. She adored my siblings. She adored me, Brianna. Brianna's my older sister. I have like I should let you guys right now just a quick fact about myself. I have I have a younger brother and an older brother, and I have two older sisters as well. So basically, I have four siblings. Um, so yeah, I went out there, saw my grandfather, and then I saw other parts of my family. I was able to see my uncle Dennis. He owns an animal shelter, and I was, I actually had a fun time playing with all the different animals that he had in his shelter. I played with a deer, I legitimately played with a deer, which was very like I've never actually interacted with, and this was like because my uncle, because he has like all sorts of animals that come into the shelter, not just dogs, cats, like anything you could think of, like deer, but not big. Like I'm talking about, you know, dog size. But yeah, I actually had a pleasure of of playing with a baby deer, which to me was very was very amusing. And it was very great. It was actually like one of those moments like I will always hold on forever. Um, and you know, the deer was like very small, but I it was it was injured. I mean, I felt bad because it was injured, and my uncle was taking care of it, and eventually he was going to release it back in the wild, and of course I hope he does. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I also had the pleasure of doing something that I've always wanted to get off my bucket list, being a Michael Jackson fan. Being a Michael Jackson fan, I've always wanted to, because my grandma lives in Chicago, and Gary, Indiana is like right there, like very close. I was like, you know what? Let me go out and and see my 2300 Jackson Street, where Michael and his brothers grew up in. Michael's childhood home, his birthplace. I mean, that was something I've always wanted to do. It was something I wanted to get off my life's bucket list. I mean, and how that worked, because Gary, Indiana. When people think of Gary, people don't understand. Gary, Indiana is really, it's like when I went there, I didn't know how bad it was. I didn't even know how rough the area was. I mean, so when I got there, Michael's house was like in the greatest condition as possible. If you look around all the other houses are like really like run down. And Michael, knowing Michael and his family, Michael grew up in a poor neighborhood, and there was a lot of crime. There was a lot of there was a lot of drugs there was a lot of drugs, there was a lot of guns, I mean, violence, all that kind of stuff. And I know my grandmother was not going to drive me down there. So what happened was, my mother got in contact with a childhood friend. Well, she got in contact with someone that she knew, who had knew me and my siblings and my family for a very, very long time. So she got in contact with him, and she said, "You know what? Do me, do him, do me a favor, and bring me Ian to Gary, Indiana, so that he can see Michael's house." And I nagged my mom about this. I nagged her like over and over and over again. Like, can you, get in contact with Christopher, who was a family, who was a family friend. What was so special about the house to you? I was like there, standing at the fence, looking around. There was a lot of things that were going in my mind. I basically took, I was taking the time, like basically, reflecting and meditating, on everything that, about the house in general, and about how Michael, it's amazing to me how Michael and his family came from this little small house. Because when, there's families out there who, who don't have a lot. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of, hold on, give me a second, my ear's itchy. There we go. So what had happened was, Michael, knowing there's a lot of kids out there who have, I can guarantee you, I know that there are kids out there who are in poor neighborhoods that have a lot of talent, and probably is close to Michael as well. Probably like has like talent, like kids that have talent that are like very, very close to Michael, and I know that for sure. But these kids and these families can't really get out there, can't really make something for themselves. And it's hard because I'm privileged, I think a lot of, I was thinking to myself, we take a lot of things for granted. And Michael was just that lucky, Michael was, and his family, Michael was so lucky to be able to get out of that area where there is crime, where there is drugs, and where there is a lot of this stuff. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, wow. And like, as I'm looking at the house and I'm looking at all their houses, I realized that you're privileged, yes, you feel bad for these people, but at the same time, you're realizing that you are, privileged, that you have to be grateful for what you have, because these people, and these people out there don't really have anything, and they can't really get anywhere, and basically that's what I was thinking. I mean, I was thinking, Michael was so privileged to get out of this situation, be able to get out of that town that had so much, poverty and everything. And Michael eventually did as much as he could. I mean, I know, reading about Michael, I know that Michael did as much as he could, you know, for Gary, that he did a lot. He made sure that Gary had things that, to help people. Michael was just, man, there's a lot of words to explain what Michael is, because I feel like he was always bigger than life. He was, you know, out of this world. He was always helpful, and he's even I was going through hard times. You know, when I was going through bullying, when I was getting bullied in school, when I, going through depression and all that. You know, Michael was, his spirit was there, and I felt his spirit before. He's always there. He's always helped me, and you know, and that's something I admire about Michael so much is, he no matter what the press and what people, said about him, he always pushed and pushed forward. I mean, you know, he always did things for people, even though if he was hurting himself, he always did, you know, the most angelic things for people. And that's it. I mean, I even posted, when I was at the house itself, I actually had this letter that I typed months before I came out to Chicago. Months before I came out to Chicago. It was very short, but I mean, it was basically explaining how much Michael meant to me. It was very short. It wasn't very long. I mean, it was probably a good sized paragraph, and also a little message at the bottom with a photoshopped picture that I created myself of Michael in heaven with the angel wings, and I take that to the fence of the house itself, and I know I know that paper is not gonna really stay there very, very long, but I mean, just to post something like that, there, I felt like I was able to leave a piece for myself, or I was able to like leave something, for Michael, because I know his spirits. I know the two places I think that Michael's spirit runs everywhere, through his fans, through music, and even like places like Gary, Indiana, and and Neverland Ranch. I know now Michael's spirit runs through those places. So to be able to leave something, as like a thank you to Michael was a lot, and it meant the world to me. I may not sound it, but to me on the inside, like I know that it meant a lot to me. And I actually, I did take pictures and I took videos and everything, and that was it. I mean, that was the most greatest, that's something that I will always hold on to my life. And then, with that little thing off my bucket list, I can, everyone wishes they get entered Neverland, Lucy. I can totally agree with you. That's another thing that I have to get off my life bucket list is to visit Neverland Ranch. I may not be able to go in it, but I mean, just to be at the gate that enters the property, I mean, that would be amazing enough for me. And I'm praying to God that one day that I can go and do that, because that would mean everything. That I would be able to die happy knowing that I visited Michael's childhood home, in Gary, in Indiana, and visit Neverland. And I do want to visit where Michael's buried. I do want to visit, Forest Lawn, Memorial Park in Glendale, California. That's where Michael is buried. And I do want to go and, leave a tribute there as well, especially with Neverland. I think when I go to Neverland, if I ever go to Neverland, I will bring something with me. Whether it be glove, roses, whatever, I will leave something there as like another thank you to Michael. And that's it. I also want to let you guys know that I might start doing challenges on my YouTube channel. And oh god, this could go. I was actually hoping that this live stream would probably get a lot more viewers, because I actually was thinking about doing a challenge while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, eating these. These are like, what are these? These are basically what these are. This is candy. It's basically, but they're like extra sour. And I was going to do like a try not to laugh, little mix edition video, and every time I smiled or laughed, I would have to pop one of these into my mouth, pop one of these little things into my mouth. So, oh no, I am still holding on to these. I mean, they might be useful for one day. I might just have my friend Tim and his girlfriend I might film a video. I might film like an actual like challenge video or something one day, so you guys can like, laugh at my pain. Because Lucy, I know you have done challenges before, and the one that I really enjoyed was the pepper challenge. The pepper challenge was very interesting to me. Yeah, that pepper one was very interesting to me. Even you're like, with things with peppers, like it doesn't go away. People say drinking milk. I think that milk doesn't even help it at all. It's funny because I'm actually drinking milk at the moment. Well, it's more like it's basically like a protein shake. So no, it didn't. I know it didn't help. Yeah, but I mean, that must have been, to me, that was brutal. I think that's something I will never do. I will never do a pepper challenge. You could pay me $1 million. You can pay me whatever. You can give me a price. You can offer me any kind of price you want. I would never, ever in the world do a pepper challenge. That will never, ever, 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 ever happen. So that's not gonna. I would never do a pepper challenge. I will like. These I can do. Like I can do like sour candy challenges. Like, I can't do like pepper challenge. Anything spicy, I don't do really good. I'm not a good person. I don't do really good with spicy foods. It's just, it does something to my throat. It does something to my chest. I'm not really a big fan of spicy foods. I'm just telling you that right now. So, pepper challenge, not happening. I always wanted to do with this one challenge involves marshmallows is to see how many marshmallows you can fit in your mouth. Can one person fit in their mouth? Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that as well. I just need to get a bag of marshmallows and set up my camera and everything. So yeah, that's basically, everything that, I probably need to get off my chest and everything. And I do want to take the time if anyone has any questions, to ask questions like now, because I do want to get to, let you guys ask me questions and ask me, anything involving YouTube or, involving YouTube, my personal life, or whatever, just a random question. Oh no. Yesterday I was watching Shay Mitchell eat spicy noodles. It was so funny. And to eat so spicy than we do. Oh my! You guys do another spicy noodles challenge? Oh no, Lucy! Don't put yourself through that. Hello, hello, OMJHD. Hello. So, yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, definitely. You mean don't do the spicy noodles? I'm just telling you right now, don't do the spicy noodles challenge because I know it's not going to go. You mean you have to remember how that other spicy, how that pepper challenge went for you. So I think we both know that's not going to go really well. um, yeah. Anyone have any questions, or you want to ask me something? Or I'll try to come up with a question for myself. Oh, there was something. Ahead of my mind. I'll probably do like, because I'm into Little Mix, I will ask myself more. I think about doing it with my brother. He loves. Which one? Are you gonna do it with Michael, with your little brother Michael? I forget your brother's names. I know one of them is called Michael. I can't remember the other two. One of them was named Michael. There was I know you have an older brother, and I didn't really see his face because he was wearing a mask. Older brother George. Yeah, so your older brother is George, and your younger brother is Michael. Oh, Lucy, I forgot to ask, what did you think about that video that I sent you with the, because I know I saw it. I saw that. I saw your 3 a.m. cursed videos thing. What? And speaking of that video, what did you think about the video that I sent you about that channel I told you about, Chills? Because did you watch the video? What did you think about it? Because I got into him. So, no. I didn't watch it as I was home alone. It was. If you ever have the chance, you don't have to just. His name is Chills. He does videos every Sunday and Thursday, or it's Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not really sure because he puts something at the end of this video. Always puts something at the end of his videos, like letting new people who are watching know when he uploads new videos. And a lot of them are just very, very creepy. Like, I'll watch it in a sleepover. When was the last time? Who's Is your best friend's name is Maria, right? So you can't sleep all night long. I know. Tell me if I'm wrong, but you're yes. So her name is Maria. Um, would you ever do a video of you guys reacting to chills? If I was like, you can do it. Like I'm just making a suggestion. I mean, or a recommendation. Like, would you ever do like a chill? Would you and her ever do like a reaction video to like chills, one of chills' videos? Because I would like to see what you guys think. I would like to see both of you guys' reaction, to that. Especially with the last video when I watched that, you got I knew something. There was that first video, that first video when you all I think all of you jumped. I think it was just I'll see if we can. Oh, trust me, I would love to see you guys. I would like to see what you think about that because that was, I got in the chills. It's funny because I actually came across chills because I was watching. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting either. Like when it went dead silence and the video kept on going, I was like, "Ooh, something is gonna pop up the screen," and I just knew it in the instance because I didn't. I was thinking, "Oh, nothing's gonna jump out," and I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong when that happened. I was like, something's gonna jump out on the screen, and I always doubt myself. I was like, no, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen, and then it happened, and then I almost fell out of my bed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like almost fell out of my like I almost like slipped and fell out of my bed when that jump scare happened. The third one, the mouse one wasn't really terrifying to me. It wasn't really terrifying to me. It's funny because I actually know about that mouse video because that mouse video is actually a creepy pasta. And creepy pasta is basically like it's like a fake urban legend story. That's to it. Didn't really tear. I'm telling you always to stop it. I know. I like because some parts of that video. Oh, the mouse video is the second. What was the third one? Was the third one the very like dark web like it was very odd and so oh my god, it had the fingernails. Was it the one with the fingernails or something? Because I was like, oh, I can't watch that one. And it was like, this one is like brutal. Oh, yes, it was. But I was watching. I was trying to watch you. I was watching you and like your older brother, like and your two brothers. Your brother Michael. He was like, at one moment he was like scurrying. He was like going this way or like out of the frame. Where is he going? So I did when he came back. So I saw him like I was like I knew he went behind the camera. I was like, oh, he's gone, and then he came back, and a second later. There's a lot of curse videos that I have. Oh, I was gonna suggest one to you, but I don't think you guys would want to watch it because there was a video that used to be on YouTube, and I heard about it. I've seen I've seen like videos discussing it. It's basically to me, I think just thinking about it creeps me out. But there was this video. It was basically a still image of a guy. George. Oh no, Lucy, I don't think you would. I don't think you would want to watch this video because it's very hard. It's very very hard to find on YouTube. But the video, but it was just like I don't think it was. I didn't see the video. I've heard about it, and but the video was what it was. It was basically a video. It was basically a still image of a guy, just staring at the screen, just staring at the viewer. But basically there was like a guy who was like staring at like it was like red. There was a red background and like everything was kind of like staticky in the background, and it was like this guy had like a really creepy face, and he was just looking at like he was looking at you, like looking at what the viewer as if yeah, like red. It was a red background, like blood red, and it was like blurry, and it was like there was like all this kind of nonsense going on in the background, but nothing like figure light. You couldn't tell what it was. I thought to me it looked like it was red, and there was like this guy who was looking at you, and apparently what this video does, well, apparently it was on YouTube, and then YouTube took it down because people were watching it, and people were the video made people commit suicide. I know that's really dark, but that's what happened. That's what their religion was about, saying that it made people commit suicide or do things to hurt themselves. And it did. There was a lot of like psychological things that this video had done to people. But the video the video, as I said, it's an urban legend. I don't even know if it exists, but I mean, because the one video I watched supposedly was a still image from the actual video. But I mean, I don't really believe in some of this YouTube stuff that I hear about, like, oh, this is like this cursed video on YouTube that makes people like hurt themselves, or this is like video that gives people like psychological problems. And I'm glad you didn't watch it because it's terrifying, and I would not want anything to happen to you. Because if something had happened to you, I would be devastated. So, oh, what the fuck was that noise? Oh, see, all right, I'm already getting paranoid. See, I'm sorry for my language, but I thought I heard something, and I'm more just me being paranoid. You see what these videos do to me? Like, I get very paranoid. I can't even watch the chills videos at night because when I go to bed and I hear something, I'm like, what is that noise? I'm like, what is that? I'm like, nothing could have happened. Well, you don't know. I'm just saying, but I'm saying out of my heart that I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Oh, ha ha ha! Very funny. He's coming for us. So yeah, I mean, what time is it? I just want to make sure. All right, so yeah, he's coming for us. So yeah, this was. I think this live stream went very, very well. I might have not got a lot of people on it. That's okay. Hopefully, when I get 15,000 subscribers, I will do another live stream. So yeah, as I've said before, I have a lot of different projects. Before I leave, I want let you guys know that I have a lot of different projects coming towards YouTube. For my channel, I have more acapella type videos coming to my channel very soon. I have some this is it videos coming soon, which will probably be next week. I'll probably upload a this is it video. I'll probably upload another a Michael Jackson this is it video next week. This is something that I want to upload, and also the Google Drive. I will open up a Google Drive, and as I've said before, I will start doing, I will upload very short clips of videos that I will be working on, and you guys will be able to go. Um, I'll leave a link to that Google Drive in the description of each little short clip, so you guys can know where to find it. And I will make sure everything in the Google Drive is labeled so you guys can like find which video is which. So, um, yeah, so that will always be open. That Google Drive will always be open. Depending, Google has, I don't know how much, because Google Drive is a memory thing, but when, depending on how much memory I have on Google Drive, depending on how many videos I can upload into that drive itself, I don't really know, but oh yeah, trust me, I've seen it before. Lucy, I've seen this before. There was a channel that actually had the footage from Wembley, but he blurred everything out. Uh, he blurred everything out, and I think he did something to the sound where he just like lowered. I don't know what he did. He did something with the sound where he just edited it really. He edited it really. He like edited the video, the footage, audio really down because he did something with the audio. But I mean, he said if you want to watch the footage, want to watch the footage, go to the link description. And I went into it, and it was a Google Drive that had all the footage from Wembley in it, just like performances split up in performances. So it was like when I'm just starting something. I know, but I mean, if you guys, as I've said, I will post like a very short clip for people who want to watch. It will probably be like 30 seconds. YouTube has a thing where I know you probably don't, but I mean, there was a lot of videos that I take joy. I did, try to put on my channel, but YouTube took it down. And these are videos I worked very, very hard on. Like as I've said, the one video that I was really, you wanted to see was the little mixed like acapella video that I had, but YouTube took that down. But so this, like, as I said, I will put like 30 seconds, or probably do 30-second clip with the actual link to the Google Drive in the description, so you guys can go and watch that. And it's even like I will even have the videos be able to download, so you guys can be able to download the videos from the Google Drive itself and have them on your computer. For this, do add remixes or something. Yes, I will do that as well. Or even like if I'm doing like if I have like multiple videos I plan for the week, I will do like a very shortened like 1 minute or 30-second like clip of like with like snippets of like the videos I had planned for the week, so you guys can go and see them. But for me, that what makes it easier is to do each individual. I'm still going to do full videos like on my channel. I mean, I'm still going to do full like videos on my channel, but like I actually have a list of like all the videos I did before, and those videos that got taken down, I will put in the Google Drive. And I don't want to keep like repeating. I hear myself repeating myself. But yeah, so sum it up, short clip, Google Drive in description to watch the full video, and that's it. So you guys could be able to watch the copyrighted videos I had planned, that I had wanted to put up in the past, but those got taken down. And then I will make sure that you guys will be able to watch those. As you said, Lucy, I know you don't, you say that people rarely go out of YouTube to watch a video. But I mean, it's there. And if, as I said, if you like what you see in the short clip and you want to see the full thing, it's there. It's going to be there in the description, so you or anybody else can go and watch it. But yeah, I also have, an item my thing is going to be coming in the mail in a few weeks, and I'm going to do a video, an unboxing video on that. Um, I will try to plan the dancing videos. I will try getting the dance studio sometime, not maybe not right now, but probably sometime next month or in 2 months. I'll probably go back in the studio, and I'll probably get back in the studio, and as soon as I can to get those videos, created for done, because I want to go back and have like a redo for what I did wrong, because I believe in bad luck. So because the day that I actually picked for the studio was Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th is a day that's considered bad luck. So that's probably the reason why that I didn't really do so well in the studios, because it was I believe in like bad luck and all this kind of stuff. So, but I am going to go back in the studio, and I am going to do those videos, and I do want you guys to see them, because I really, really want to do those dancing videos. So those will be done as soon as I can. All right. Yeah. So that's it. I mean, this is it for now, and I will leave this 10,000 subscriber live stream up, and if people enjoy it, and if people if I see people enjoy this live stream, I will leave it up. If it doesn't do well, I mean, I didn't delete my last one, so that's it. Yeah, so that's it, and I will see you guys very soon. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next live stream, and keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So God bless. Bye-bye.